football world is palpable, and what a show we have for you tonight. Have a listen to this.
Yeah.
Sando Chilaro joining us, Collingwood into a preliminary final. So much to pick apart in the world of the AFL. Dr. Tyler Wall is going to join us on the show from AFL House. And Hawthorn champ, they're into another preliminary final. Shane Crawford is going to join us on the show. There is so much to get through. It's a joy to be here. Thanks to Hahn. How good. Lovely to be here with you. Place great crowd in the house.
That lot.
The excitement's it's at fever.
It's the best weekend of football in the calendar.
No doubt about that.
Two prelims, both in Melbourne. What more do you want?
It's a frenzy out there too for tickets.
It is
People are scrambling all over the place trying to get tickets.
Absolutely, it's a scramble, but don't worry, I'm sure the steady hand of Ticketek have got this covered. I'm sure there won't be any problems. In fact, they released a statement today, Ticketek, saying that they have added an extra Commodore 64 computer.
Oh, wow.
To handle the demand of tickets, Morris. That's pretty exciting.
Well, what more can you expect them to do, Sam? It's a wonderful
Especially
thing
for prelim, which is where the real members and the fans get to go.
Yeah.
Not like next week, which is full of corporate wankers like you. You know, on the top end of town.
No, not...
It's 5:15. Which game's that?
That's the Hawthorn-Brisbane game. The Brisbane-Collingwood game on Saturday.
No, you've done your homework, haven't you?
You caught me on top. I didn't know you were going to ask me that. Yeah, Saturday game's 5:15.
Yep. Here's the question I think everyone wants answered. Is that half-strength or full-strength beer?
I don't know.
They've gone quiet.
They have.
Well, is it daytime, nighttime? What's 5:15?
Well, it's right in the middle. I'm not quite sure about that. But irrespective of that, the excitement levels are through the roof.
Well, especially when Collingwood's involved, because their fans really come out of the woodwork. They love being part of it. And when the Magpie Army is up and about, it's a sight to behold. There's no more intimidating sight like these guys waiting for tickets. There would have been more, but all the other Collingwood fans were dropping off machetes at the machete bins, so they couldn't. And most of those motorised scooters were stolen, I'll bet. So good luck to the gang down there.
Get out of their way. If you see them coming, just get out of their way.
I don't know if that was a queue for Ticketek or Barwon Prison, to be honest.
One of the big stories out of semi-final weekend was the top of the table at the end of the home and away season. The Adelaide Crows. Only for the first time since 1983, the top team at the end of the home and away season bows out in straight sets. It was demoralising and humiliating. Then have to carry that with them for quite some time.
Bad news for Adelaide fans and bad news for Qantas.
Yeah.
Really had to.
You feel for Qantas. On a positive note. Isaac Rankin's back in round 2 next year.
That is true.
But also, you got to feel for that Crows fan that had to that was sitting behind the goal with a giant wizard hat for the whole game. That's not the ideal way. But anyway, they're out in straight set.
They are. Yep.
Disappointing September for the Crows, and it was interesting to hear Crows legend and current board member Mark Rasciuto give his views on the game.
I thought it was a shit performance.
There's no doubt about that.
Well, just Mark making full use of his extensive vocabulary. No, he's finishing up, isn't he?
No, that's his last year, I think, on the board. So, yeah.
What a legacy.
All right.
Hawthorn, of course, the vanquishers of the Adelaide Crows, back into a prelim.
Coming from the clouds, can they win it?
Let's be honest. First time they're back in a prelim since 2015. Everybody's second favourite team in the competition. There's no question about that. So they're rolling.
No, they're not.
Huh?
What did you say?
No, people love the Hawks. There's a lot of affection for Hawthorn out there in the football community. Everybody's just taking Hawthorn to their breast.
You've gone sent-off. You've lost your mind.
So back into a prelim. Hawks.
Incredible. Tell you what.
They're surging.
They need to keep a lid on it because with the big stage comes the big opportunities and big sponsors, and it's easy to get intoxicated by all the big money being thrown around. And I saw this and I thought, Hawthorn, don't fall for the trap of going for the big sponsor.
One of my favourite places at school was the library.
Along with the Oval, of course. But then Mum would take me to the library in the city sometimes, and that was next level.
There's a wealth of information available in your local library. It's like a gym for your mind.
You can do so much at your local library.
But when you think about it, the best thing is you can borrow a book and take it home to read.
Who knew?
What?
Who knew? Who knew?
You can borrow a book. Neither of those guys have read a book. I think it's very safe to say. Did you know that?
That's how libraries work.
I'm old enough to remember libraries. Yeah,
Fair effort from those two to make a library feel and look more boring than they actually are. By the way. What did they say? They said the library is a gym for your mind.
Yeah.
There's 2 gyms you won't be going to now. That's unbelievable. Mate, what? That's
Lisa.
magnificent.
The Brisbane Lions are in another one, of course. What a powerhouse this club's been under Chris Fagan. What a magnificent coaching performance by him. Again, this group is tight and united. They bounced back after their qualifying final defeat. The Gold Coast Suns threw a couple of punches, but Brisbane far too good, 53 points to the better. And they face Collingwood in a massive, massive prelim on Saturday evening, so it's going to be huge, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I don't know if you know this. It's on at 5:15.
Thank you, I did know that.
Half strength or full?
I'm not sure. I'll be calling that game for SEN if anyone's at all interested in tuning in. And
There's an answer to a question no one
No,
asked.
that's right.
That's 2 in a row. It's 2 weeks in a row now.
In case you're
I would
looking...
rather bleed from the eardrum. Seriously.
What's going on? You've done that twice. Is
Oh,
everything
no,
right?
just
Is
getting
your contract up at SEN? Is that what's going on?
As a matter of fact, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Well, no one honours a contract anyway in this game.
That's a very
That's a
good
good
point.
point. Hey, but what
Very
back to
good
the
point.
Lions, though? Brisbane, you know, Marcus Ashcroft, 300-game player, triple
Amazing
premiership
player,
player. He's father of Will and Levi. And as a father, it's interesting that he takes literally a back seat when he watches his boys play. Do you know what I mean? Understated. He doesn't want to let emotion get the better of him. He's up the back just casting an eye over his boys, which is it's one way to look at
Good
it,
to
I
see.
suppose.
That's good. That's good
to say.
parenting.
Yeah, low profile. It's all about the boys playing, not about him.
Well, does he say that? That's one way of handling it.
yeah.
Unlike, say, Josh and Nick Dacos's father, Peter, who likes to really embrace it and engage with the fans. That was after Collingwood won the toss. Mate, Dakes is into it. You know that, don't you?
Don't know about that. It's all about the finals, of course, but there's a heap of stuff going. Trade period hasn't even started yet, and it's going gangbusters. And the big story that's been dominating for the last week and a half is Zach Merritt, Essendon captain, 5 times Crichton medalist, probably going to win his 6th this year, and looks like he definitely wants out of the footy club. This has been a gigantic story, hasn't it?
So
Huge.
I have no idea what's a contract worth. He's on a long-term contract and he just decides he wants to go.
Yep, that's true.
How many years has he got
No,
left?
he's got 2 to go.
So why don't Essendon just say, you're not going
Well,
in?
I'm sure they have a will to want to do that. Whether they can afford to do that is going to be the question. Whether it sounds like his team.
The relationship is broken.
It does
between
feel
the
like
club.
that.
Is he going to the best and fairest?
Well,
Isn't he obliged to go to the
No, he can avoid that. I mean, it is his call. It wouldn't be the first time that a player hasn't gone, but
It'll be the first time someone goes to the Essendon Best and Fairest wearing a Hawthorn jumper.
well, that would be the case. I mean, he's going to win. He'll win his 6th best and fairest
He
by
will.
potentially a record margin.
Well, if there's one place you can guarantee you will see Zach Merritt. It'll be at the Shoppingtown Hotel next Thursday as part of the Essendon Captain's Night. I swear this is true. He's engaged. I think his +1 is Sam Mitchell. So get along and see him. That's going to be a warm welcome.
What about down the bottom there? You see down the bottom? I think it described him as alongside 250 gamer and former leader Zach. Oh no, fearless leader. Zach.
leader?
Yep.
Do you reckon he'll go to that, Murray?
No, I don't think he'll be going to that. He surely pulls out of that. He can't be going to that. One thing he can't pull out of is the Brownlow medal. He has to go to that. He's mandated to go to the Brownlow medal as captain of the footy club.
I thought it would be amazing. I thought it'd be easy. You just ring in sick, you get a doctor's certificate, and you just don't go.
No. Surely you can do it. You can get away with that.
You two reminded me that even if you're sick with the Brownlow, you have to have a presence.
That's right.
And that is the best example is Wayne Schwass in 1995. He was crook, but was still forced to make an appearance at the Brownlow.
Well, one man who's polling very well so far isn't with us tonight. He's in the Fairfield Hospital, suffering from a touch of food poisoning. He joins us now, Wayne Schwass. How are you going? A lot of your friends are here tonight and watching through Channel 7 around Australia.
There's
no getting out of it.
No, you can't get out of it, mate.
No, you've got to go. So if Zach Merritt's thinking about playing that card, forget about it.
Don't be silly.
They'll find you wherever you are. The other big news, of course, outside of the finals, was the Melbourne Footy Club. Stephen King, former Geelong and St Kilda player, well-travelled assistant coach, of course, caretaker of the Gold Coast Suns for 7 games, wins the nod as Melbourne's next coach, replaces Simon Goodwin. By all reports, he just knocked the interview process completely
He shot the lights out in the
Apparently
interview.
so.
And he had all the answers. And I've got the list of questions they asked him.
I beg your
in
pardon?
Melbourne football.
I've got some.
Well,
Is this what?
This is the questions. And
The Melbourne
apparently
question.
just he hit him straight to the boundary. How many properties do you have negatively geared?
Right.
That was the first one.
And this one here was, they asked him about defence. Is it man-on-man or zone? Is it Mount Buller or Hotham?
What's your favourite private school? PwC or KPMG?
What about this one they asked him? What wine would you pair with an Atlantic sea bass?
Do you know what?
I mean, if you can answer that, the job is yours.
yours.
Is your Vintech wine fridge dual temperature control?
No wonder no wonder Bucks did no good.
Bucks is an idiot.
That's ridiculous.
Do your homework.
Well, it's a great get by you blokes to get those questions.
Well,
That's,
it is indeed.
that's amazing.
Thank you. Anyway, you could argue, by the way, that Stephen King, although, we know him, but not exactly a household name.
No, it's fair call.
But congratulations, he's done his time, an assistant. But like I said, not being a household name has posed some problems for TV hosts in the past when it comes to them trying to remember the name of a Melbourne coach.
Well, coming up after the break, we'll catch up with Demon Coach.
It's caused some problems in the past.
It has indeed. Poor Tim, we'll never let that down. We've got a break here on the front bar for Hahn. How good. On the other side of this very important interview coming up, we're going to cross down to AFL House. You don't want to miss it. Stick around for that.
The Village Bell.
Yeah, no.
I love it.
We've had a couple of functions at the Village Bell with the Hahn.
Terrific gaff.
Flows freely down there. Hahn, how good. Get that down there. Get involved with the program via our social media platforms. Heaps of activity there at this time of the year with so much buzz around footy, of course. And just a note, we've been Wednesday nights throughout the course of the home and away season. The grand final show next Thursday night at 8:30. So the grand final show Thursday night. Ken Hinkley, Andrew Dillon, Fitzy, Gavin Muntbury going to be making a special appearance on the program.
That's next Thursday. So we've got next Wednesday off.
Correct.
Hey, we should go to the library. Let's go down to the library. You borrow a book.
Make sure.
I'll meet you in the non-fiction section.
Great
something
news.
historical.
Great news for those who believe that there is still a place in the game for State of Origin footy.
back.
With the news that Western Australia will be hosting Victoria in February next year. I mean, it takes us back, doesn't it? Tuesday afternoons at
This was in the
Subiaco.
afternoon.
Yeah, so these games started at 2:30 in Perth, 4:30 in Melbourne. We'd get back from school.
Look at the crowd.
We'd kick the Barter Scouts off. We'd jump on the couch and away we'd go. It was magnificent.
That is the 1980 version of working from home.
Yeah.
Look at that.
The players had to take sickies to play in the McMurray.
That's
amazing.
For the younger members of the audience, you won't remember that. I mean, they were so huge, these games. It was absolutely massive.
You reckon the new one's going to be like that?
I hope so. I doubt it, but I hope so. I hope it captures the imagination.
It's on Valentine's Day.
Oh.
What?
You lucky girls. That's going to be a big one. I hope if they go all out and the halftime entertainment is just as good as the old days.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't even know who this is. But I don't know what Pinocchio's is, but I want what they're selling.
I think it's a nightclub or a pizza place or a nightclub.
Well, if that's a pizza place, I don't like their delivery car. All the toppings are going to be on the one side.
Exactly.
Hey, it's back anyway. State of Origin.
It's going to be massive, of course, so there's a lot to look forward to, and it's yet another story in what's been a huge year in the AFL. I mean, there's been so many things to talk about. We've been covering them all on this show right throughout season 2025 with so much to discuss. Let's cross down to AFL headquarters where we welcome the AFL's mindset coach, Dr. Tyler Wall, everybody. Doctor, it's lovely to have you on the program. You're looking well. How have you seen season 2025?
Namaste, Andy. Namaste. And namaste to the whole Front Bar family, yeah? This year, the AFL sent me on a global wellness fact-finding mission, and I was booked to go to India, the home of spirituality. But turns out I had a reservation at a 3-star hotel with a squat toilet. So instead, I used the AFL's money and chose the actual home of spirituality, Byron Bay. On a personal level, I'm renewed. I've been drinking camel milk with Pete Evans and sitting under my bio light. And unlike the Dalai Lama, who denies all material possessions, I've found enlightenment through the view from my 7-bedroom house in Byron hinterland. Everyone in Byron Bay has an ashram name. My ashram name is Lynn, which is short for linen pants. And just a word of warning, linen pants can be quite loose, so make sure your drawstring is properly secured, because I was reaching for an organic plum at the farmer's market and my own flesh-coloured plum just popped out. No one needs to see you sunning your yoni, yeah?
That's well said.
Yeah, that's good advice.
No one to see you sunning your yoni.
No, you do not. No.
No, I couldn't have said it better. Dr. Wall, flipping the bird has been a big thing this year. It's happened a lot. Are you addressing that?
Great question, Michael. Really probing. And a question like that gives us a chance to get out the metaphorical butcher's paper and list our fears, feelings, obstacles and opportunities, yeah? I think the bird, or the rude finger, has been far too prominent this year. It's very aggressive. And so is its cousin, the forks. Even the up yours is way over the top. And the Italian, vaffanculo. Which, whilst inclusive for Carlton supporters, is just not on either. Now, Bailey Smith has been a repeat offender, and his latest transgression was to a photographer, and I say, Bailey, please, have a sense of compassion. That poor woman, she has to live in Geelong, yeah? You've got to be able to walk a mile in someone else's shoes, even if they are Ugg boots.
Tyler, you're a man you're big on mantras, aren't you, Tyler? Have they become a thing?
Doctor
Wall. Oh, sorry, Doctor. I just, we're on a...
You can call me Tyler, Sam. It's
Thank
okay.
you.
You can even call me Lynn if you want. It's 2025, Sam. You call me whatever you want.
I'll go with Doctor.
Yes, they have. Some of my personal mantras include, don't do that, Tyler. It's not appropriate in the workplace. And another one is, how dare you, Your Honour? I'm not a fraud. I'm a self-taught mindset coach. Now, I worked with the Gold Coast Suns, Sam, and I came up with their motto, all gas, no brakes. It worked well against Fremantle, but after the Brisbane loss, we updated that to all gas, no brakes. Swerving wildly, shit, no steering, oh Christ, we're going to crash. It's okay, the airbags have gone off. Quick, you know what to do, Alan, torch it for insurance. I also helped the Adelaide Crows with one as a coping mechanism after losing 2 straight finals and going out in straight sets. I shared something from Roman philosopher Marcus Aurelius, a traditional battle motto. In Latin, the ancient warriors would say, habemus dormitus defecatume, which translates as, oh no, we've shut the bed again.
Dr. Wall, one of the emerging stories are these captains that are choosing to try and leave their clubs. What's happened to loyalty in the game?
I think it's gone, sadly. Zach Merritt, the captain of Essendon, met with Hawthorn. You can't do that, Zach. You're in a committed relationship with your club, yeah? If you're going to do that, you need to declare club polyamory. Now, polyamory is, of course, having multiple partners, and that's what I did after my wife caught me mentoring the head of HR. we were having a really intense mentoring session in the stationery cupboard, and I mentored my brains out. Trust me, polyamory, it's cool. But I do worry about the players trapped at these clubs. There are people in war-torn countries who are concerned for the welfare of players stuck at terrible clubs. I've heard there's a family in Rwanda with a photo of Charlie Curnow on their fridge just to remind their children that there's people more unfortunate than them.
All right. Doctor, so the idea of Hawthorn being in another grand final is triggering to some people. Well, what advice or what mechanisms can they use?
Well, like I said earlier in the year, Michael, if traditional coping methods like deep breathing or stress balls aren't working, then go down Glenferrie Road and key an Audi. and really go deep, really...
Dr. Wall. It's far be it for me to question you, but it is questionable advice. But it's a joy to have you on the program.
Yes.
It's been a great year. We've appreciated your contribution throughout the year. Please, while you're here, feel free to transport yourself into our reality at the bar if you like, Dr. Wall.
Namaste.
Join us at the bar. There we go.
Dr. Wall, thank you. Hello. Doctor, you are looking well.
You're brown as a walnut.
Yep. I'm not sure you've seen...
I've been in Byron on the AFL's dime.
Thank you. Have you caught up with I believe you're good friends with Lawrence Mooney. Have you caught up with him in recent times?
Lawrence is still seeking some kind of spiritual fulfilment. He's going from town to town with his little jokes. There
it is. Get
Look
on
at him.
board.
What a sad individual. Man who's been hollowed out from the inside by the industry.
It's a great show. If you're in any of those towns or live nearby, you want to go there.
Yep.
Can I ask, the idea of a Hawthorn-Collingwood grand final, does that appeal to you?
Well, it's a difficult one, but I've got to say to anybody that doesn't barrack for one of those teams, always remember there's a silver lining because one of those large groups is going to suffer. So, yeah.
Dr. Tyler Wall.
Go back to your
AKA Lawrence Mooney, everybody. Don't go anywhere. On the other side of the break, Hawthorn champion Shane Crawford to join us next.
Jeremy McGovern, Unfiltered.
As soon as that siren went, it was like, that's what you play for. It's like the pinnacle of football.
Tonight on 7 and 7 Plus.
Welcome back to the show. It's the front bar for Hahn. How good. The Hawks are back in it. They're back in the thick of the September action. Again, down to the Final Four. A man who lived the great dream that all footballers strive to achieve back in 2008, wearing the brown and gold, joins us next. Please make him welcome Shane Crawford, everybody! Thank you.
Very popular.
Well, the people love the man.
Love it.
They do. People still, they love you.
Family.
They gravitate
I've got
towards
family
you.
in tonight. So.
No, it's wonderful stuff. It's a good time to be a Hawthorn person at the moment. They're back in, they're surging, they're doing a lot of things right.
It's been a long 3-year rebuild. Well, what's the trick down there at Hawthorn? What goes on? Why are you always featuring at the pointy end?
I think maintain possession and kick it through the big sticks. That's the key.
Pretty simple. That's what
I'm
you used to
writing
do.
this down.
You used to do it pretty well, and of course, you did it in 2008 to the ultimate level. Of course, you took on this powerhouse Geelong team. There you are, Crawl, feeling that every footballer wants to achieve. They'd only lost one game going into that grand final. What was the trick for you and Clarko and Mitch and everybody else at the footy club to get that job done?
We had a lot of young players who just wanted to be on the big stage. You know, guys like Buddy Franklin and Sil Rioli. That was his very first year.
Yeah.
So young players like that who just wanted to be very much a part of it. And I think if you look at our finals, we had those games won by half-time, which is a very hard thing to do. So our form was red hot. So it wasn't a fluke that we beat Geelong. We knew Geelong were an amazing team and they were under a lot of pressure. So, a bit of scoreboard pressure early and it's amazing what happens from there.
Can I ask a follow-up question?
Yes, you
pretending
can.
that I'm on SEN radio.
No, I like it.
Well, Croft, can you see any similarities between that group and this group at the moment?
Excellent.
No.
No?
No, I can't.
Really?
Apart from the same jumper, that's about it.
Well, let's have a chat about. I mean, it's a great game to look forward to on Friday night. The battles between these two have become part of football legend in recent times. Sam Mitchell, you know him well. He used to idolise you when he first got to the footy club. He followed you around all over the place. When you first got to understand who he was as a person, did you see in him the coach that he's become?
He was so driven, and he got the absolute best out of himself, which is one thing I really admire from Sam. And then I knew that he was going to do that with his coaching. He's a very, very smart man. I think he's a smiling assassin. Everyone thinks he's got big nice teeth and a nice smile, but I can assure you, underneath, he'll run through a brick wall if he has to, and he'll be hard on the players when he has to. But he's done an amazing job, which it was always a tough thing to take over from Alistair Clarkson, but to get the side playing the way they do, they play for each other. Yeah. They have fun, they enjoy what they're doing, and they take past players and supporters along for the ride, so it's pretty special.
You've always said that big teeth are important to a
massive teeth.
Massive teeth are very important.
When's Gunston going to stop playing?
Yeah, it's
just stop, Gunston.
Well,
he's unbelievable.
The thing with Jack Gunston, he was obviously kept around to really help educate a lot of the young guys coming through, but he was sort of used as a negating forward to shut down, the very good defenders, and he just keeps kicking goals.
He's kicked 70 goals.
Yeah, so he's kicked 70. He looks light on his feet.
Yeah, he does.
He's moving as well as ever, and he might play another 3 or 4 years. Who knows?
The person at the top of any footy club sets the standard and the kind of scene for the football club that exists beneath them. And Andy Gowers has taken over at a pretty challenging time as Hawthorn president, but you've got through some challenging times and he's leading this football club magnificently. And it was great to see him in Adelaide last weekend, welcoming the Brown and Gold faithful that had travelled over to Adelaide to support the team. It was great scenes. It's real man of the people stuff from the Hawthorn president.
Okay. Fantastic to see so many brown and gold wearers, members, supporters.
It's great, isn't it? Like, really just connecting with the fans.
That megaphone reminds me of those rallies you've been organising.
There he is. That's a man addressing the rank and file. He's a man of the people.
He is.
A lot like your former president, Jeff Kennett, who I also had to say had the common touch when it came to the fans.
I find myself behaving like any other football-loving bogon.
God bless him.
Jeff.
Common touch, the man of the people.
God bless Jeff. No, Jeff was amazing, but I think he used to have a little bit of a sip during a game, and he used to come down and interact with the media way too much. So as a leadership group, we virtually had to bring Jeff in one time and say, you need to shut the F up because Alistair Clarkson's going to kill you, and, the media's finding out all this about our footy club. But
people have been saying that to him through his entire career. I think you'll find.
Hey, Croft, you got a big game of footy on Friday night, but the footy club's in the news with this Zach Merritt situation. The Essendon champion wants to get out. He's identified Hawthorn at the club that he wants to get to. Sam Mitchell's already met him. Can you see a world in which Zach Merritt will be wearing a Hawthorn jumper next year?
He's playing tomorrow.
He's a late in, yeah. He's an amazing player, Zach Merritt. I reckon he's really improved his game over the last couple of years, especially defensively, the way he puts pressure on and tackles. Everyone's blaming Sam Mitchell, but I'd be blaming Jared Ruffhead. Jared Ruffhead, that's his job, is to go and find A-grade talent and then bring them together. And, like Zach, if Zach's unhappy and thinks he needs to move on, you just got to rip the Band-Aid off. They'll get compensated really well. They get a low pick. They might get a player or two. So it'll work out for them in the long run, as long as they pick the right pick in the draft. That's the key.
I know this is not very popular.
And they haven't been too good at that lately.
No.
Mick and I are big on this. You say that, or you could just make him play out the rest of his contract, which he still has 2 years left. Why don't they do that anymore, Croft?
Oh, that's going to be boring. Gives us nothing to talk about.
Well, you were faced with this. So Sydney came pretty hard for you when you were still in contract at Hawthorn, didn't they, once upon a time?
Well, yeah, we'd struggled for a long, long time, and I felt, I've only got a few years left. I want to go somewhere and try and win and enjoy the rest of my footy.
Yep.
I met with Sydney. I said, OK, I'm going to come. And then a month later, they won the flag. So I said, I'm not coming now. You've won the flag. It's very hard to back it up. And I hung in there with the Hawks, and I'm so glad I did because you do waver at times. But my heart was saying, no, I'm a Hawk. I'm here forever. Whereas, you know, I totally understand other players if they feel like they need a change or a sea change or head interstate. Buddy Franklin did it as much as it hurt us and we were devastated. You know, it can be good for both clubs.
All right, I want to go to the agenda setters.
Stop asking me footy questions.
I just want to say this. So you can break a contract and you should remember that. It's not... I'm just saying... Not written in stone.
Mate, I'd love to take that job.
Which one? That one?
Yeah, right.
I'll tell you, you and I'll do a swap.
Done.
You can have this and I'll go to the House of Wellness.
There you go.
Straight swap.
We'll talk about the House of Wellness in just
a minute. We're all glad you stayed at Hawthorn. I mean, the one club legends and champions, 300 games and everything you did at Hawthorn.
Brownlow.
Adds so much to your legacy and what you mean to that football club. And 99, it's sixth season of footy. I mean, this was a magnificent night for you and for the Hawthorn Footy Club when you were crowned the Brownlow medalist.
Yeah, first Brownlow in Sydney, the one and only.
Why?
And I don't know, the AFL wanted to take it to Sydney. So the bonus was that...
I hope they haven't booked one in Tassie. That doesn't look like it's happening anytime soon.
No, it was special, especially for a young kid from a little country town, you know. You want to play AFL football, you want to win. You know, especially the Brownlow medal, you think, oh, that'd be pretty cool to win. And the next morning, I was a little under the weather, but Kerry Stokes lent us his private jet.
What?
And flew me straight back to Melbourne, which was a nice little thing.
Mr. Stokes, Kerry Stokes is the owner of this network, and I can't get a capture. It's unbelievable. Hey, by the way, of course, a wonderful day and night for you.
Absolutely.
You're a Brownlow medalist.
Well deserved.
What about your mum, Diane, up there in Finley, having a look, just proud as punch, reading the paper next day, her son has won a Brownlow medal. There we are. I'm pretty sure that photo was popped up just before the cameras got there. But, and by the way, the one on the one in the frame on the desk seems overkill. But what a beautiful moment! And also at the start of that clip, though, Croft, if you go back, there's a little note that you wrote.
Yep. A few spelling mistakes.
To
yourself, saying that you'd like one day you'll grow up to play in the VFL and one day, you know, get to be the best and fairest and win a Brownlow. Now, yes, there's some spelling mistakes. You wrote that when you were 21. It doesn't matter. 20. Now, how old were you when you wrote that?
Maybe 10 or 11, possibly.
And your mum kept it? Beautiful.
Mum kept it, yeah. So that was quite nice
That's
to
lovely.
link it all together.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
What did you write when you...
Oh, yeah.
I wrote one of those notes when I was a kid.
You did too.
What did you write?
Something was, when I grow up, I want to drink beer on the telly. Oh, my God, look at me now. Dreams can come true. Dreams can come true.
Was it life-changing? Like, people talk about the Brownlow medal being a life-changing experience to live through. Was it life-changing for you?
Oh, no, it's something that I was extremely proud of. But for the little country town, it really gave me a huge boost, you know. So it gave me a huge kick along to see everyone in the local town, you know, so excited that someone had actually achieved something.
Yeah, right.
I would have thought...
Although, you know, Tom Hawkins is from Finley, so we love watching him, and Spider-Bait.
Yeah, but I would have thought that winning a Brownlow would change your life. But between what Croft said there... And also, if you have a look at Johnny Platten, this is the day after he won a Brownlow. I don't think it changed his life at all. This is the 1980s. He's won the 1987 Brownlow medal, and there he is, just
with the Italian rake. In the back garden.
It's the day after.
That was the day after
the day after he won the Brownlow.
So Croft's right. I don't think it changes. It's not life-changing at all.
You're a busy man. It's a joy to have you on the show. And you are one of the stars of House of Wellness, a show loved by many, many thousands of Australians, and it returns...
Hundreds.
It is loved by Australians.
No, it's actually been going really well. We start next Wednesday. We're back, you know, so really looking forward to that. Lynn McGranger, she's coming on. You know,
to do what?
To have a chat. We're going to have a chat to her.
Do you have guests on that show?
We have guests. We got music acts this year.
Oh,
so
you know what?
Or the next...
He wrote a page, one day when I grow up, I'd like to be on the House of Wellness. And look at it now.
No,
Can we put the picture back up? Can we put the picture back up?
So no, can
Because
I
that's
just
Melissa
say,
Doyle.
Yeah, Mel
there you
Doyle.
go.
That's you. Who you look
Evie
like a serial
Jones and the
killer.
Doctor.
You generally in the all beige, you look like a serial killer. And who are the others?
We got the Doctor there, but I just want
It's
to
like a really bad Marvel film. You know, what's going on?
Doctor,
in
you
next-
don't even know the doctor's
No,
name.
I do. Of course I do. But tune in next Wednesday night
Who's on?
because we've got lots of music acts. Ben Lee's performing.
Oh, that is great.
He's going to be singing his hit song "Catch My Disease,"
It's
which
a
I
great
think was
song.
named after Mick.
That's right.
So tune in.
That's my karaoke
Great
song.
show, and it's you'll learn a little bit as well.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's unbelievable.
Well,
Very
if you're
good.
not content with Croft on House of Wellness, you're going to get him on the Channel 7 racing coverage as well, and which is fantastic. And I mean, you know your horses, and this will be a labour of love for you, won't it?
Oh no, I'm super pumped. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've always loved the horse racing industry. I loved going into training and
Are you riding?
no, not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. But I just love everything about it. You know.
We love the sprint car.
Yeah, the social side of things, obviously hanging out with horses, which
Yep.
I think I relate to more than humans. And, it's just going to be great. Bruce McAvaney, how lucky am I to go
No,
and work
super.
with
Well,
Bruce
they're-
McAvaney. James Cummings is joining the team, and I'll be flipping between Sydney and Melbourne, so that's
Right.
going to be pretty
Very
cool.
interesting, but I'm looking at our contract here, and it says...
I get a contract?
Well, there's a contract here, and it says here on the network, if and when we mention horse racing, we have to mention the horse Ginger Nuts.
Oh, no.
Are you aware of the horse Ginger Nuts? And we're contractually obliged to show this
Are we?
clip.
Right, I didn't
It
know.
says
Yep.
right
Right,
here,
okay, yep.
please enjoy trainer Steve Ortridge trying to explain to a young racing fan why Connections named a horse Ginger Nuts.
But we're here to talk about Ginger Nuts.
So, who named him and how did they name him?
No, well, he was named by most of the owners. They all put their ideas through, but I think they all agreed it was Ginger Nuts because he is just one bright chestnut horse.
That's what I'll be ringing.
I'm just glad, Murray. Can I say one thing? I'm just glad that little kid wasn't around to ask about the horse that won the next race.
Which was what?
King Donga. But he's gone by then, so he didn't.
Thank
ask
God he
about
was.
it.
Ginger Nuts.
Hey, Croft, good luck to your Hawks on Friday night. And
Yes.
if they get through the following Saturday, good luck with everything. House of Wellness.
House of Wellness.
The racing. And thanks for great man. Shane Crawford, our very special guest. Collingwood's into a prelim as well. Sando Chalaro's going to join us next to talk about that.
A lot of people have actually spoken about his injury and they've said, what is his injury? If this is his foot, right, okay. He's got a fracture that goes all the way from his Chinese dragon, right, all the way to his panther. Clokey wasn't allowed to wear his glove a couple of weeks ago.
But wasn't it supposed to be too adhesive or
No,
sticky?
I don't think so. The Seagull's been cleared to play. He actually... No, he has. He can go back to Etihad, but he has to wear the little helmet in an attempt to help numeracy for their junior supporters. They've actually put out the book. It's actually called Count My Two. To find out how Sydney beat the Giants, let's cross over to the lab. I went to a kids shop the other day. I picked up a copy of Tiny Toby. Kids, this is an important thing. It is a pop-out book. You go to page 12. Not too close to your chest, kids, because... I went to a charity night last night. I got Jack Ginnivan's jumper framed. Right. There it is there. Adidas have just jumped on board. They're designing a boot that suits the conditions there. So this is the... It's the Adidas Bogan. Yes. On really cold days, it's the Adidas, the blue one.
Welcome back to the show. Fahan, how good. What a contribution Sando Chalaro has made to our show ever since its inception, with Collingwood into another preliminary final. We have to have him on the show, and it's a joy to welcome him back. Please do likewise. Sando Chalaro, everybody!
I feel underprepared. I don't have a prop.
Well, some of the best in the business right there.
Mate,
Thank you for all your support over the years. Great to have you back on the cusp of it.
And some of that stuff was back in the early days, back before we were on TV.
Yeah, back at the pub.
Did you like my moustache?
I loved it. I loved it. Yeah.
That was better. That's the best prop I've seen. Your little moustache.
What did you think of when you know?
Oh, well, you know, man, we all move on.
Okay.
And we've got one of this country's greatest prop comics right over here. Can we get back to Santo?
Yes, we can. Of course.
I wanted to ask you, Santo, if you're watching backstage, by the way, but we saw some just breathtaking vision of Johnny Platten the day after he won at Brownlow, and I wanted to ask you what you made of the Garden. Santo.
What can I say? As an Italian, I am so impressed by the concrete to grass ratio. I mean, really. I mean, that to me that's 8 to 1.
8 to 1.
And 5 to 1 is pretty good. 8 to 1 is elite. And can I just say, a lot of the Italians will be looking at that. I'm sure my uncle will be saying, I want some of the fertiliser that he's put in his head. But in terms of the actual technique, I couldn't help noticing that. See the technique there.
Yep.
We Italians, we get rid of the nozzle. We raw dog it. We use the thumb. We just go straight to the end, and we just use the thumb.
Yeah. Raw dog it.
Yeah, we raw dog it when it comes to.
I'm pretty sure you're not using that expression correctly. But anyway,
hey,
it's good to know.
It's preliminary final weekend, and we love it. It's one of the great weekends of the year.
It's great. And,
are you always there?
Well, look, Collingwood has had a great record over the years in being at prelims. It's such an exciting time, but they are incredible games. I mean, the last three prelims the Collingwood's played, they've won by a point, lost by 4 points. So they're absolute ripper games. It's just so exciting.
23 was the last time Collingwood was there. Whereabouts in the MC?
Well, I made it. That's the year Collingwood won the premiership.
Yeah.
So I was overseas in Italy, but I did get back for the grand final. But I found myself. It's a long story, but I was in a mineral spa 2 hours north of Rome. It was a wellness retreat, right?
What?
So most people go there to actually relax. I was there to get a nervous breakdown because in that last quarter,
looks like you're in palliative care.
That's your last meal, is it?
Yeah, no, that's actually when we won. So you can see the players celebrating. So I think it's the only wellness retreat in the world where you have a Campari and olives.
Yeah.
And I remember that night.
But it's a mid-strength Campari. just to make sure.
One of the guys came up to me, he goes, in Italian, he said, I noticed you were listening, you were watching something on your phone. He said, who is Jesse Hogan and why were you maligning him? That was in 23.
That was 23. And what about in 2022? You played in a prelim as well?
We were in a prelim, and the one that we lost to Sydney by a point.
Oh,
Again,
yeah.
I was in Italy, as you know, Sam. I was down in Sicily, and I mistimed my run to the airport. I was supposed to get a rental car back there in Catania, and I basically watched the last quarter in the emergency lane of a freeway. And you know, in Italy, when you're going at 130, you've got cars doing that. We're on an emergency lane with cars going twice as fast, and I just had to keep watching. But we lost
the rental car in Sicily is interesting to me. I thought they've moved on from the horse and cart over there.
It used to be donkey and cart, but no, they actually do have car. They do have rental cars there. I went to an agency that made me an offer too good to refuse. No. Most people in Italy get the Alfa Romeo. In Sicily, you get the Alfredo Corleone. And so every time you turn the key, everyone runs away.
Right, exactly.
Have you got a favourite prelim?
Oh, Mick, now that you mention it, I reckon the 2018 wasn't bad. That was I can't remember who we played.
You are unbelievable.
And I can't remember. Someone played a pretty good game, I reckon, that week. I've got a kind of a recollection that may have been Mason Cox that played a good game, but
gee, the guy from California is having a good time now.
He's having. I don't know where you were, Mick. Actually, I think
I was with you.
Oh, that's right. You were sitting next to me. Of course you were.
Sitting next to you, watching that, and it wasn't ideal.
It wasn't a great day, but that was after the
Santa,
game.
I remember I took that photo photo, seriously.
You did,
And I
Sam?
remember saying to you, because I had a look at it, and I said to Santo, that looks like a man who knows he's about to walk through 50,000 Collingwood supporters on the way out and not have a good time.
To leave the ground that night, I had to run in the MCG car park from tree to tree. It was like one of those diggy 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 diggy. It was like a cartoon. Hide diggy diggy diggy. I had to get home without being assaulted by Collingwood supporters.
Well, you know what was salt in the wound though, because it was we enjoy seeing Mason Cox.
Of course.
Do that.
I love
not
it.
It's unbelievable.
He was floating above the ground.
All right,
Absolutely.
move on.
Well, I won't be moving on because I just wanted to explain one of the reasons it's so enjoyable is because the week before that, in the lead up to the game, you had this comment about what you thought Mason Cox would show up on the day.
This could be the biggest game Mason Cox never gets a kick in. This could be.
Hey.
It could be. I stand by those comments. I stand by those comments.
And then he turned into Gary Ablett Senior. It was amazing.
Let's not.
All right.
I just want to give I'd like to give a message to Mason Cox. Actually, I want to look him in the eye when I say this. Mason, I just want you knock him dead this week, mate. Knock him dead. I have great faith in you, mate.
Well,
great faith.
there are.
Can I ask you? Are you going to the prelim?
Of course I'm going to the
How many handguns are you taking?
Just the machetes this week, I reckon.
Just machetes.
But I reckon they're looking good. They're looking great. The boys,
can't lose.
They're looking good at the gym. They're looking good on the track. A couple of the players have even met with Sam Mitchell during the week. So
Thank you. It's always a good sign.
It's always a good sign.
So there's a couple of. I mean, Jeremy Howe's going to play. We know that, and it doesn't look like Bobby Hill's going to be selected. I mean,
No.
you know this team, and he's a Norm Smith medalist. Would you have liked to have seen Hill in the team?
Oh, look, I'm a bit cavalier about it. Yeah, I'd like to. I would have loved to have seen him on the, as interchange, as a sub at least. It would be lovely. I think it'd be great, but I'm just getting a feeling that it mightn't happen this week.
He might miss this year.
It
We'll
won't
wait and
happen.
see him.
It
He
won't
still
happen.
get through. He get through. He still might play in the grand final. You never know. But
Are you going to do this?
I'm happy.
You know the show.
I'm happy to do it.
I know this show.
You know the show well, and there is a segment on the show that we love, and you've
He
been
knows
part of in the past. It's Sam's Drip Tray.
Can
Sam.
Can I just say that when Anthony Rocker was on, I did Santos pizza tray with him.
You did the pizza tray.
I did the pizza tray.
Yeah, I saw that.
What were some of your questions?
How do you think it went?
I don't know. How do you think?
No, well, listen, I'm very happy, very honoured to.
Can you remind people of the rule? Every now and again, we've got some new viewers. The rules of the Drip Tray, please.
Drip Tray is where I just ask some questions, get to know the person, and there's short, punchy answers, Santo.
I love it.
You can pass if you want.
Yeah. Can I?
All right. It's a bit weird because usually it's someone the player.
Get into it.
Favourite food?
Pass. Actually, no, pasta. Pasta.
Nice.
Pasta.
Okay.
Favourite type of pasta?
So it needs to be a type, does it? They make it. No, does it need to be a type or does it
Well, I
need
just
to be...
asked. I'm sorry.
I like the one with the sardines and wild fennel.
Yeah,
Pine
what's
nuts
that?
and a bit of sultanas.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
It's a Sicilian one.
So I'm going to let you know, some of these questions, the follow-up answers don't work. Follow-up questions. All right, hey, Santo,
Yes.
First car.
I used to drive my mum's Datsun 120Y, but I didn't buy that, so my dad had a... am I allowed to go long, or is this too long? No. My dad had a guy a mate who sold used cars, and he sold me a 76 Ford Escort, and it was so bad, he gave it to me for free because it had no first or third gear. So it's just, you had to start it off in second, so it kept on stalling a lot. So I gave that back 2 weeks later, and ended up buying a very cheap Nissan Stanza, a brown Nissan Stanza, which we called the metallic turd.
Hello, girls.
All right. Well, that was amazing. Yeah. Hey, favourite Collingwood player ever? Your favourite, not the best, just your favourite.
The favourite.
Yeah.
It goes back to Peter McKenna. Peter McKenna. Although there was a kid in the early 90s, in the under-19s, I think he went by the name of the Orchid. Exactly who he was, but,
the Orchid.
All right, let's move on. Favourite Italian dictator?
There's only one. Although back in the old days, Machiavelli did his bit in the 1500s. Lorenzo the Magnificent, I like.
Oh, yeah? All right, I got it. This is a genuine one. Of course, you're a part of a working dog that are responsible for the castle and the dish and just to name two. Rob Sitch, Tom Glyes, the Jane Kennedy, Santa John. What's an idea for television or a film that didn't get up?
One of mine?
Yeah.
Yes.
Boy Inherits Bad Circus. Boy Inherits Bad Circus.
What were some of the bad acts at the circus?
I don't know. That was the
all
only
you
thing
got.
I thought. That's all they had.
Yeah. That was all you had, and that just did.
Yeah. Tom and Rob gave it very short shrift.
Favourite movie?
Viva Las Vegas. Elvis Presley. Yeah.
Elvis Presley.
Did not see that.
No, me either.
Yeah.
All right.
If you haven't seen it, have a look.
What's the plot line to Viva
There's
Las Vegas?
There's no plot line. Yeah.
You've had a storied career, and it's still going strong. But who's the most famous person you've ever met?
Jerry Lewis.
Oh, you met Jerry Lewis.
I met Jerry Lewis.
Wow, now I know he's a particular idol of yours. How was that? Was it fun?
In fact, I can't remember. It was on the panel, and met him a couple of times there. And I remember making a joke. It was something about... Tom said something like, Santo's parents love your show. They really had a good time. I said, yeah, they thought you were Dean Martin, right? and audience laughed. And Jerry Lewis, actually, I have the honour of having been zinged by Jerry Lewis. He goes, very funny, one in a row.
Zinged by Jerry Lewis.
To me, I was absolutely wrapped.
How many more you want? How many more?
Let's have about half a dozen.
Really?
Blimey, Teddy.
No, I don't care today. I don't have
half a dozen.
Take it for a walk.
Oh, well.
Take it for a walk.
One more.
One more. Come on, one more.
No, one more. Now, hey, what's your advice to a young man or woman out there who... Hang on, I'll start again. What's your advice to a young person who wants to, in the creative field to try to somehow make it? What's your advice?
Well, my advice... Never listen to you. Yeah, that's one thing.
Where's this one coming
very
from?
deep.
People that
what happened to favourite colour?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, let's hear.
Dogs or cats?
My advice would be to follow your dreams.
Nice, I like it.
All right, then. I'm coming over for dinner. What are you cooking me?
Okay, that's interesting. I'd start...
Is it?
I reckon something Middle Eastern. I reckon something with couscous in it. Maybe.
All right.
Maybe some tabbouleh.
A follow-up statement. I'm not coming now.
Did you say a bit of tabbouleh as well?
Yeah, possibly some tabbouleh.
Tabouleh's disgusting.
Any danger of...
Tabouleh's
terrible. I'm not a fan.
Too much parsley.
So I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
We're still on air, are we?
No, we're not.
I've got two different... Favourite fruit.
Oh, that's...
Fig.
I think you...
Yes,
you know.
Yeah.
In fact, my dad's fig tree gave you a clipping, Sam. You sent me a picture the other day. It's looking good at the moment.
Yeah, it's looking good.
Still on air, guys.
Yeah.
Love a fig.
No,
it's the king of fruits.
It's the king of fruits, and also I'm just letting you know the roots have gone bananas and have brought down the whole house.
If you want to get up and stretch your legs,
I'm going to get you out on this.
Oh, we're getting out.
Yeah. I am, and it's a different.
Do you know that every single fig has had a wasp in it? Look it up.
What do you mean?
Look it up.
What does that mean? I've got a fig tree in my backyard.
You can't. A fig is technically a flower, and it actually can't grow until a particular kind of wasp gets in it, and in fact.
What are you doing?
He's going for a walk.
Mick, hey Mick, come back. I haven't told you my story about mangoes.
That's amazing.
I've never known that.
Hey, I know we're probably not due for, but that's a BWS stat of the week.
I love everything
That's
about it.
amazing.
It's our second last show for the year. If we can't take it for
All right.
now, we never will.
Anyway, I think that was amazing.
No more.
Oh, I guess I've got one more.
One more.
You know the World Game.
Yeah, the World Game, the football.
You love football. You love football. Mario Balotelli is my favourite soccer player ever.
Yes.
Give me your best Mario Balotelli story. We'll get out on this.
Wow. There's so many.
Stop.
Okay. You'll like Mick. You'll like this one here, Mick.
Stop.
No, you'll like this one here. Can you hear me, Mick?
Yes.
Yeah, good. When Mario Balotelli came and played for Liverpool, He brought his mum over, and because there was nothing in his flat at all, there was nothing in his flat, she sent him down to the shops to buy washing detergent, dishwashing liquid, all that kind of stuff. He came back with a trampoline. That's a true story.
Chalora, everybody. Good luck to your pies on the weekend, Sancho. Don't go anywhere. On the other side of all of that, the multi up next.
It's the best of the best on football's Night of Nights. The 2025 Brownlow Medal, live and exclusive to 7 and 7 Plus. All the glamour of the red carpet. Then, who will take home footy's highest honour?
And I declare the winner of the Brownlow Medal.
The 2025 Brownlow Medal. Monday, live and exclusive to 7 and stream free only on 7 Plus.
Welcome back to the show.
It's one of the great drip tracks.
No doubt about that. It is the front bow here for Hahn. How good. The multi, not too far away. It is a great privilege for us here on the front bow. Neil Danaher has written another book, The Power of Choice, Lessons for Those Who Want to Take Charge of Their Life. It is something that Neil has lived, and he's given us the privilege to announce the release of this book on the show tonight. Such a great friend of our program. You can pre-order the book now. Just scan that QR code and pre-order the book. It is motivational, it is inspirational, it is everything that Neil Danaher has been and continues to be. The Power of Choice is there. So pre-order your book, and it's a wonderful, wonderful thing.
Or you could go down to the library.
Yes, he could.
Yes. What's it called?
It's called The Power of Choice.
I'm going to exercise my choice not to read it.
Okay. The Brownlow Medal on Monday night.
Well spoken, Mick.
Well spoken.
Well spoken.
The Brownlow Medal on Monday night, of course, the night of nights, isn't it? It's going to be a tight count this year. He
could win it again.
No, I don't think he could win it
No,
this
he
year.
could. He didn't play well at all, but if past performances anything to go by.
No, he's a magnificent human being, but he won't win it this year. The Kangas and the Blues, the standout game. Can anyone beat North Melbourne in the AFLW? Great game to kick it off. Collingwood and Hawthorn. So some fantastic games to look forward to there. And in the suburbs, of course, and in the regions with grand finals taking place. Mick Malloy, of course, #1 ticket holder at the mighty Mount Liza.
I don't know if it's that. I'm a big fan. Mount Liza up against Rosebud at Kinetic Stadium on the Sunday. Get stuffed. There's the Brains Trust down there at Mount Eliza. We get the job done, and it's going to be great.
Mount Eliza versus Rosebud. It's the mansion versus the caravans.
That's not like that.
Is that what it is?
At all. It's a grassroots clash of the Titans. Good luck, boys.
You be going?
I'll be there. See you Sunday. I'll be pitch invading.
There you go. Time now for the multi. Right.
Let's get straight into it tonight. This is a cracker. It's going to get up. It's going to win. Let's go. This week, the AFL announced that the Brownlow this year will not be about the fashion and the frocks, but focus more on votes. It's not a beauty competition, Andrew Dillon came out and said. And I'd like to wager someone needs to let Dipper know that it's not a beauty contest.
What a beautiful outfit you have had tonight.
Thank you.
Did Corey help you pick it?
No, I thought I'd surprise him.
What a great surprise that is.
Just say it. It just need to. It was a simpler time.
Different time.
It was
a different time.
No, you can't have it.
I can't have it.
You can't have it. But how you have Paddy Dangerfield to get 17 or more on Friday night, you have $1.95. What do you reckon?
Let's go. Now, second leg. Footy's almost done for the year, and if you're looking for a new sport to get into, may I suggest this one is hard to beat. It's soccer boxing. What? I know. Right? It's a soccer boxing. Bang, bang, bang. I'm not an expert, but it looks like there's a couple of red cards in there somewhere.
Some of them are diving.
There's no diving. Still better than AFLX, I would have thought.
Without a helmet's terrifying.
I'd like to wager you'd be shitting your pants if you saw Mike Tyson warming up in the suburbs.
Yes, you would. Yes, you would, but you can't have it. How about you have John Newcombe, who's pretty tough to have under 22.5 disposals. You have 186.
Wouldn't have thought so.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Third leg. Can I say happy birthday to the Pope? 70th birthday for Pope Leo, who had a huge concert at the Vatican. Pope Cella, I'm calling it. There it is. We've got the drones out. Andre Bocelli out there strutting his stuff. Musical acts all over the place. Snoop Dogg not available, but...
Pharrell Williams.
There's the choir. Pharrell Williams, the Peace Dove. It was all happening. I'd like to wager it was great, but nothing could end the night better than WWE Jesus.
What?
This is at the Vatican. Now this is what you do. He knows how to throw a party, the Pope. Does he ever? Can I have that?
No, you can't have it. But how about you have Steele side bottom to kick a goal at any time at 265?
Whatever. Yeah. Sure. Now, let's...
WWE Jesus.
WWE Jesus. He goes on the flying camel.
It's unbelievable.
Quite extraordinary. He enters the ring on a donkey. comes up the... All right, I better get this on. Let's boot this baby home. And now for the big finish, this is the last leg because we got best of in the lodge, so the last leg for the year. No jokes, just bring it on. It's the twerking bear. I just got to finish with the twerking. Look at that. Come on. That is. Learnt those moves from Goldilocks, I believe. So, can I have it?
No, you can't. No, you can't. What a way to finish for the year. How about you have Will Ashcroft, however, to get 27.5 and you have 181.
I'll take it, Andy.
Righto, there you go.
Bag it up. Can I have it?
Yes, you can. $14.30, Mickey, if you like the look of it. Hey, 20,009 followers on your Mixed Multi page on the feed. So get on board in the Sportsbet app. Find and follow the multi. And, of course, place your bet. The last shout is coming up next.
What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.
Our last shout tonight goes out to you, Luke Bruce. Magnificent career, superb footballer, great contributor to Hawthorn. This is not the way that anyone wants to finish, but he was giving everything he had to Hawthorn's VFL final against...
He's had a great run.
Footscray on the weekend, ripped his knee to absolute shreds, has done the whole lot, the MCL, the ACL, and that will be the end for Luke Bruce. But to you, a magnificent career and magnificently played. And he will be in high demand for clubs all over Australia to get him as part of their coaching stuff. Next Thursday night, remember, not Wednesday night, Thursday night, our last show for the year.
I can't make it. It's got something on.
Thursday night, 8:30, our grand final extravaganza.
Thursday night?
Thursday night.
That's library night.
Thursday night. Flip it to Wednesday night. Ken Hinkley, Andrew Dillon, Fitzy, Gavin Muntbury amongst the guests that are going to be joining us on the show. Hopefully you can as well. Farhan, how good. It's going to be fun. This has been our second last show for the year.
Yes.
Hard to believe that it's almost come to an end. Thanks to Santo. Thanks to Lawrence.
Yes.
Thanks to Corp. Thanks to the audience. Thanks for watching. Unfiltered up next, Jeremy McGovern. Bye for now.